Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the material. This morning I have good and bad news. The good news is that this channel has only been up for 30 days, and yesterday we hit 1,000 subscribers. The bad news is Watchtower Bible and Tract Society are coming after me and want me to discontinue my channel or change the subject matter to not include them. As I mentioned before, I was at Bethel for 10 years. Unlike many, I actually enjoyed Bethel life. In fact, many of my followers are active Jehovah's Witnesses, and I enjoy providing information for all. This channel is very objective and only seeks to present facts, accurate information, not sensationalized concepts and things just to get people aroused for no apparent reason. However, as a former Bethelite, I am well aware that Jehovah's Witnesses at Bethel, the headquarters, has legions of attorneys who actually work for free, who volunteer, and has multitude of time to focus and take down a small channel like mine. I do not have a Patreon account or plead for money like many pastors of various churches that you see in person and on television. Whether you are a Christian, Muslim, or an atheist, you still would have to be able to respect or understand what Jesus said at Luke chapter 14, verse 28. As, for example, who of you wanting to build a tower does not first sit down and calculate the expense to see if he has enough to complete it? So I'm sure you would agree that the legal world is not something to take lightly. Being an activist and advocate is not easy when you're taking on a big corporation with endless resources and endless time to bully the small guy. So basically I have 10 days to figure out what to do. The mere fact that they're coming after me reiterates the point of how my information must be very effective, and they must consider it to be a threat because I present the facts. I present the truth. If you notice, when I do my videos, I always show you the court documents, not what someone is saying. I show you the actual footage, and that's imperative if you're trying to uphold truth. So I want to say thank you to all of my supporters and all of the 1,000 people that so far have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. In addition, Lloyd Evans has also issued a warning letter to certain channels. Let's have at it. Okay, so here's a letter from Lloyd Evans' attorney. It's a warning letter. It says, "Dear Mr. We are contacting you as legal representatives of Mr. Evans, and this following to the defamation campaign that you're participating in for the last over a month against on social networks. Namely, through your social network channels on YouTube and Twitter, and on a daily basis, you presented, transmitted, and made public a series of false, insulting, defamatory, and fabricated allegations about Mr. Evans, for which allegations you have absolutely no evidence. By the described behavior and public appearances, you have already caused and continue to cause significant damage to Mr. Evans personally in the form of violations of his rights of personality, mental health, reputation, honor, dignity, name, privacy of personal and family life, as well as to his family and business. Hence, on behalf of Mr. Evans, we urge you to stop conducting this defamation campaign without delay. Permanently remove all materials published so far on social networks and publish a public apology through your channels on social networks to Mr. Evans and his family, acknowledging the unfoundedness of all allegations, all that within period no longer than 10 days from the receipt of this letter. Furthermore, having in mind the gross violation of rights of personality which have been caused by your actions both against Mr. Evans and members of his family, as well as the damage caused to his business, we hereby invite you to pay $3,000 in damages to the account of our law offices as follows. And they have the law office stated. Finally, we would like to point out that there is reasonable suspicion that there are elements of several criminal deeds in your conduct. In particular, the criminal deed of insult prescribed by Article 147 of Criminal Code of the Republic of Croatia, as well as the criminal deed of defamation prescribed by Article 149 of the Criminal Code. And in case you do not act in accordance with the request of Mr. Evans stated above, we will be persuaded to initiate all legal actions prescribed by law for the sake of protection of Mr. Evans' rights and interests, which includes initiating criminal proceedings. If you are willing to resolve the situation in an amicable manner, please contact us every working day from 9 to 5 Croatian time. Kind regards, Carlo Novosel, attorney at law.